Hi everybody! Today I'm gonna show you a project produced by me for preparing my interview. Here you can see the architecture of the system. I used the three main techniques. First is Microsoft TTS. It can generate voice according to text, and the K2, which is used for automatic speech recognition, and the famous GPT 3.5. I want to introduce them more here. You guys all know about it. So let's see how it works. The architecture is quite simple. The user inputs a topic and clicks submit, and GPT 3.5 will go through all the interview questions and randomly pick a question. And the question will be generated by TTS for the voice. It will generate voice instead text, because in the real interview scenario, you won't look the text. You will listen the HR talking to you, right? So it will practice understanding of the question by not read the text. And after this, you can record the answers according to the voice you hear. And K2 will generate the answer by your voice. The generation is quite precise, even though the voice you speak contains some catchphrase or some verbs. It will generate. It will recognize the. And the answer will be inputted to GPT 3.5. If the user chooses to keep, you can keep practicing yourself with AI, which act as a HR. And if the user wants to stop, the GPT 3.5 will return the result. So let's just go through the code. The code is quite simple and it's open source. It is I will open source it in huggingface. Okay, let's start the project. Okay, so it returns a domain IP address. So here you can see the interface. It's used Gradio. Gradio is a very good visualization library. So here I will ask the AI to begin the interview. And see how we got. Okay, so we can see the assistant is already giving me some output. So in this stage, we don't look at the question, and we use TTS to generate the voice. So it's very quick.
Good day. Thank you for your time today. Let's get started with the interview. Here's your first question. Can you please tell me about a time when you faced a significant challenge at work and how you overcame it?
Okay, so I will record my answer. So for this question, I will talk about my previous experience in university. I was working on multiplayer games. The project needs five teammates working a team. 5 students working a team. And so the project is ask us to fix the project because there are some issues related to the connection mechanism. And half through of the assignment, we already fixed few, and the game is getting better, but the main issues is not solved. So I will think this is the biggest challenges. So after the team meeting, I spend a lot of my own time to look at the whole project from front end to back end, and finally I get it. I found it is because of the architecture. It's a timer-based architecture. So the pooling mechanism of the architecture makes the backend very cause a lot of pressure. So that was a biggest challenge I was met, and I want to overcome. So here I already record the answer, and let's submit for recognition. So it might spend some time at the first time you open the page because the model needs initialization. But if you go through next few rounds, it will a little bit faster than now. So let's just give the answer, put the answer back to the AI here. Okay. And the AI is still pretend as a HR. It will ask you another question. And here I will submit it again. It will simulate a real interview scenario. So let's listen.
Thank you for sharing your experience. Just to clarify, you faced a challenge in a university project where your team was working on fixing issues related to the connection mechanism in a multiplayer game. While half of the assignment had been fixed, the main issues remained unresolved. You took the initiative to thoroughly examine the project from front end to back end and discovered that the architecture, specifically the time-based architecture and pulling mechanism, was posing strain on the back end. Is that correct?
So if you think the question is good, you can flag it. So you can listen the local MP3 file after the practice. Okay, so the question is a little bit not so good, but we can still answer it, right? Yes, that's correct. And we can submit for recognition. And we can input to here and pretend as a conversation and see what we got. Okay, so let's see another question. Just as Romo, we don't look through the question, we listen to the question.
Great, thank you for confirming. Now, let's move on to the second question. Tell me about a time when you had to collaborated with a difficult team member. How did you handle the situation and what was the outcome?
Okay, so let's record it. Okay, see what we will get. Okay, so here we have the conversation history. I will end here. So let's see how the AI understand our conversation between me and the AI HR. So we can .txt file is the correct answer to questions. It's a gallery. It stores correct conversations. So the AI can use those conversations to analyze this conversation. Let's see how what we get. So the AI is actually generate a correct answer for me to learn. So I can learn from this answer. But if you think this answer is not so good, you can click submit again, and to see what AI recommends us. So actually, the AI is give us a better result. So we can practice this again and again. For example, I can read it and I can recite it or whatever, so that I can improve my answer to different scenarios. So you can see that the system actually test and improve my ability to different interview questions. Because when I first make an interview question, I will generate a question in my brain use my own experience, but the answer could sometimes not understandable by the HR. So the system can improve the answer and create a customized answer for you, for the user.